Welcome to day 7 and welcome into my kitchen. Today I'm going to take you through some of my routines that I have in preparing my foods and some of the types of foods I eat and the stuff that I keep in my cupboard. Now, if you've had a glance at the PDF, you'll see where I mention about when you deprive yourself of the foods that you're used to, you might have taste buds that are very salty or very sweet, and you take yourself off those foods, you'll get a craving for those foods and then you'll tend to overeat. So it needs to be a gradual process to start weaning yourself off the very sweet foods or over salty foods so that you're not overeating and then you don't fall off your healthy diet plan, okay? So I'm going to show you some of these pastas. Now these pastas, today you can get every pasta under the sun, and they're basically 100% made from lentils or beans. They're very high in fiber. This one is organic edamame mung bean fettuccine. So it's basically 100% of those beans, 100%, like there's no additives. Here's one that is red lentil penne. Now that is basically 100% made from red lentil flour. This one is chickpea, basically 100% chickpea. And it doesn't take long to cook those. Then we've got, here's a wholemeal pasta. Now depending on how many you're feeding, see I just feed myself, so it will depend on your budget. But here's wholemeal pasta, so that's much more healthier than, white pasta. We've got our black rice, which is low in calories and full of nutrients. It's like a superfood, natural source of magnesium. So just a really great food that will also fill you up. So these are the types of things that I put in my cupboard. This is a pulse pasta made of peas, lentils, chickpeas and borlotti beans. All these are high protein, so you'll feel really full. And what you could do is, if you're not used to eating these types of pastas, you could do half of your normal pasta and then add half of, one of these options, chickpea or whatever. My favorite might be, I like them all. Actually, I'm going to be doing this one. Now this one's fresh. I got this fresh in the fridge and it's called protein pasta, quinoa pasta. So there we go. So I'm going to pop this pasta now in the hot water that's boiling over here. So pop that in there and that will boil away. That only takes like a few minutes. Now, I don't know if you're like me, but I don't have much time to cook. Then I'm going to put, so then I've cut up some veggies. Here's my veggies, whatever's in the fridge. We've got broccoli, red pepper, pumpkin, that's mushroom, beans, onion, and I'll tip that in there, and I'll add, I'm lazy, I'll add some garlic to that. So I just do a squirt of that. I keep this one in the fridge. Just add that in there and that will cook away. And there I have my meal basically almost done. Now here's my salt. I use a Himalayan pink salt or a sea salt. And there's another thing that I found. Now look, you can make this yourself, but this is a vegan bolognese sauce and it's a very natural ingredients, and you can buy it in the fridge again, so it's fresh. And this is another awesome pasta sauce, which is basil and pesto vegan. So it's made fresh and it's got like lots of nutrients in it, and there's no artificial ingredients in it. They're non-GMO. And I always look at the labels to check it out, but you could make this dairy-free, soy-free, hand-processed, GMO-free. So you can create these yourself. I always look at the ingredients. Basil, oil, tree nuts, fresh herbs, garlic, natural flavoring, salt, got a little bit of sugar, spices, and citric acid. That's for the basil. So you can make your own. And what some other things that I have in my cupboard. All right, so here's the virgin oil, which I only put on food after it's cooked, not before, or just fresh veggies. You've got tahini, which is sesame seeds all crushed, which is amazing. Now here is, some apple cider vinegar that you can, if you want to wash your veggies, you can put your veggies in the sink or in a bowl and put just, a teaspoon of that in it and let them sit there for a few minutes and wash them in that water, and that will release more of the pesticides. Other options is salt, or what else? Baking powder can do that. Now, I don't have any sugar in my home, but I have some honey. So if I feel like I need to sweeten something up, I'll do the honey. And what else we got here? So, okay, here's my almond milk. I have basically non-dairy now. So I've been transitioning. I used to be vegetarian. Now I'm more vegan. I mean, I'm not exactly 100%, but I'm pretty close. So I have almond milk. And then here's something. This is called probiotic vanilla bean. It's Coke made with coconut milk. So this is substitute for, yogurt, normal yogurt. And you can put that on, your dessert. Like when I just do a fruit salad. So I'll do that one in a minute. But I'm careful with some of the coconut stuff, because monkeys, they train monkeys to go up into palm trees up and down all day to get the coconuts. So I don't support that type of behavior, I don't support that monkeys have to go and do all the work. And of course they get paid nothing, and then they're just, used as a slave. So I'd like to find out if, the companies do that or not. All right, so that's basically dinner. But the thing is, with the pasta, I will only use half of that pasta and pop it back in the fridge, and then have it the next night and just heat it up and use either a sauce or the leftover veggies. Now, the oil that I've cooked that in, this is a rice bran oil, so it's a high smoke point. So therefore, it's not going to go rancid. It can go rancid when you cook it too high, but that's a high smoke point. Coconut oil is another high smoke point. Then green tea is really good to have. I love green tea. I drink it all the time. Now here's something that I do when I'm like a little bit hungry, and this is called miso soup. And then I just take out a little packet, and then you add some hot water and you drink it like tea, but it's also high in protein, and it's tasty, and it makes you feel full. So it's a really quick kind of drink that you can have almost like a soup. Now here's something super detox. So that's a tea for, you can get anything now. You can get it in the supermarket. In the supermarkets, they will give you organic now. They'll give you cruelty-free products that you can buy, your makeup that's cruelty-free. There's so much now in a supermarket that's got options for you. There's some almonds if you need a snack. Okay, so now I've got the Ezekiel bread here too. So this is what the Ezekiel bread looks like. It's quite dense. And the packet is here. And this is a sprouted bread. So basically what is in that is wheat, spelt, barley, lentils, millet, mung beans, all sprouted with filtered water. So, this is organic. So very nutritious. So what I'll do with that is I'll spread some sesame seed paste, plus you can put avocado on top of that, then a tomato, then I'll just heat it up. I'll pop it in my little oven, a little heater that's actually down here, and it just cooks it. And then I'll put oil and some lemon juice on it and salt, and eat it that's my lunch. And then that is so this pasta will be probably ready by now. Yeah, it's all ready. And voila, really, really quick, yeah? So I'll just show you how fabulous this looks. Get a little bit of pasta, and I'll get some veggies. I'll put, oh yeah, so on top of that, I'll add some olive oil as well. So I can put some veggies on this. Olive oil, salt, maybe some lemon, or add your, you know. Oh, beautiful. Well, there it is. And give it a bit of flavour. You know, you can add some bit of lemon juice and a little bit of, here's the olive oil. I'll use the other one, that's a new one. I've got one in here. Bit of salt, bit of pepper. And fabulous, fabulous darling. Want to join me for a nice, beautiful, healthy meal? Okay, so there it is. And that will fill me up, and all high protein and beautiful veggies. How easy is that? Then for dessert, oh, you know, if I want a dessert, I'll cut up some strawberries here. Here's some berries. And then I'll get a banana. I'll just do it straight into my plate because there's only me. And then I'll get a passion fruit. And then I've got like a mandarin. And then I'll just mix it up. And then I'll eat that. But I've got to know, if I want to add something to it, I'll put this on it. Now, if I eat before 7, if I eat at say 6, then the food's really digested by the time I go to bed. But I'll find that I'm not hungry when it's ready for bedtime. And if I am, I'll do like a miso soup. And the odd time I will, because I have no biscuits in my cupboard. No biscuits. Here's my cupboard. This is my cupboard. There's my coffees and teas right there. I have this special coffee that's called Red Bulletproof Coffee, which is like super healthy coffee, and it's taken out all the nasties and stuff, so I'll have that one. Here's something else that I'll often make myself with almond milk, which is a beetroot latte. So if I need like, that with almond milk and some hot water, beautiful. So that's basically, and these are all my herbs and stuff. So what I do is, there's something that I tell you, it's a broccoli thing here. Okay, so I tell you, where is it? This one is alpha lipoic acid. That takes out heavy metals. That one, and then this one, this one is chlorella. Where's my chlorella packet? Anyway, that's the leftover chlorella. I'll have chlorella somewhere. But that, I won't take both, but I'll be taking something each day. Now here is basically all my foods. That's really it, not a lot, hey? Herbs, spices, there's my pulses, and there's all my oils. So I don't really, that's it, and there's the cat food down there. So basically, there's the cat food down there. So that's really it. No biscuits, no biscuits, no crackers, nothing. No butter. Now, I've been changing, and I find I've been changing my diet over time. So it's not been drastic all of a sudden. I've just got rid of it. As I said, I went vegetarian, and then now I'm really more vegan. And this is such a great way to live. So I just want to show you my water that I have. Well, here it is here, and it looks really gunky up the top. And that has got a filter, a white filter, ceramic filter at the top. And I can often put some stuff called Adia water in, and that actually makes it go even more brown than it already does, but it holds all the toxins there. Then it goes through certain levels of stones and alkalizing as it goes down, and then I take it from there. So you can definitely taste the difference, and then you can see, well, that's really gunky, right? Really, and I've just cleaned that out, by the way. I cleaned it out the other day. So that is my water filter. I won't drink tap water at all. And there is some stuff that I do use a bit of. This is called Adia Clarity. Now that will take out your heavy metals as well. I don't always use it, but I find when I remember, I'll fill this up, put in the top, and it'll make it go much more brown because it takes out those heavy metals. So yesterday you looked at some high protein recipes. You had to go search on the internet to look at some options. Well, for this exercise, you're going to create a schedule for your entire week of new recipes and new options. And you're going to, if you do breakfast, write down what you're going to eat for breakfast from Monday through to Sunday, and also lunch. So you're going to create your plan, what you're going to eat for lunch, and a plan of what you're going to eat for dinner. And you've got, there's some extra recipes added there to give you some ideas. Now, if you're short of time, you need to make sure that they're quick and fast like I showed you mine, because some people love to cook and love to spend that time. I'm economical. I like to spend as least time as I can doing anything outside of, my work, because I love my work. All right, so you're going to write down the whole week, all of your meal plans, and find the recipes so that you know what meals you're going to do. It's not too hard. You've got some recipes from yesterday. So you have a plan for the entire week. Okay, so have fun with that, and I'll speak to you soon.